Hey babe, look, I've been building this. Check this out. Huh? What?
Coming along nicely.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like based on those huts in Fiji. See? I got the huts over here. Oh, check this out. The I haven't completed the rooms yet, but the floor is all glass. Look, and you can see all the plants and fishes and shit down there. And
Fishes.
fish.
Haha, see, she's a grammar Nazi.
They called you, or Remus called you a grammar Nazi.
I am. I have a coffee mug that says, what does it say? It says, fuck, I don't remember. Something about correcting people's grammar.
Look, babe.
Well, tell her the only Nazi she should be is a space Nazi. See Xeon.
Remus says the only Nazi that you should be is a space Nazi. Let's see. Coswell says yo yo. Sword says back. John Hall says yo yo. Loving the base man. Thank you, John Hall. J Spot says back to the jelly. Dude, Panda, what if a couple of lights on the C4 below each of the glass floor huts? Ooh, not a lot, but if you. Bro, that is a good idea. John Hall, what color should that be? God, I love the way you think sometimes. That would be
Why
sick.
not just normal white so that it's the sea without a weird tint to it? Actually, we need colored water. Make it rainbow.
What about red?
That works. But it's all up to everybody else. This is a group project.
Shit, man, I don't know. Try a couple samples in photo mode, make it night. True. Good point. Good point. I think, actually, I like this color. This like pink color. I'll fuck with this. Let me do that. I'm gonna like hide it like in like grass and shit. But like first, let me see if I like it, and then I'll hide it in like different plants. Hmm?
Don't send me the money now so I can send it to the lady.
Oh, you want how much? 50?
I need 150.
What?
Maybe a little extra so I can get a sock on the way to
60?
55.
60. Keep it nice and round.
The difference between a flower and a weed is judgment.
What does that even mean?
Right.
That is some
That's what it says on this too.
that is some Confucius say type shit. I'm drowning. I'm out of air. John Hall says Mrs. Panda swoops in. Nah, it's too high up. That didn't come out so good. Or are you saying on the bottom of it? Like, uh, I got an idea. I got an idea, John. Pink and blue might look cool, and yeah, hide it a little, or place it so the light illuminate some rocks and plants. Yee. You know what? For base building, I think I should just be in first person mode the whole time. I think that would make things a lot easier. I'm gonna stick one. Well, because I think they cast enough light that it will like. Let's see. Stick one there. Let's see kind of how that turns out. Nah, doesn't really do anything. If the huts were over more shallow water, that would look incredible. But I would have to put so many lights down to sort of get the effect that I would want. That I don't think it's going to work out as planned. What was that, honey?
I picked up a nightstand for us. It's my fault. If you'll bring it.
Like later when you get back, right? Just one? What about my side of the bed?
The lady's always telling me one.
Well, then we're not going to be able to find a matching one.
Well, too bad. It was only $10. But I'm taking the 3. These nuts are good.
So, yeah, they are the tasty. So I'm going to have to go in your car to Flower Mound?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since you're taking the Prius, remember that the pepper grinder and salt grinder is in the back.
Okay, take the dogs with you.
I'll take them.
But first go to Specs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll do that first.
This is good.
Yeah, those are tasty. I was snacking on that earlier. I had to put it away. Before I ate way too many of them. I actually don't even like the chocolate bits in it. Well, I like the more of the raisins for sweetness. Yeah, better luck in first person. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do, John. The problem is that I've gotten so used to third person now, that it's available that I could ever go back to first person. So let's try it.
You've been spoiled.
I've been spoiled. Just looking at my character. I actually haven't flown the ship in first person since the update. Let me see what that's like too. That's been a while. Oh. So weird playing like this.
Texted the lady something.
Oh, okay. Well, I think John, after playing the game for 2 years in first person, I think I've just been getting used to and enjoying third person because I didn't really mind first person, I guess, but I wish they would change the first person camera a bit. I can see the shadow, and I know that the player model exists, but yeah, I don't know. I can definitely see how this would be much better for building though. Wow, nothing is here. I want more dashboards. After seeing the way that Elite Dangerous does their cockpits, it just No Man's Sky just seems so underwhelming. Plus, if you look at the extreme edges, you can see where the cockpit ends, and that kind of bothers me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky. I'm gonna let that rain stop for a second because it's deadly as shit, and then I'm gonna check the amino.
Next, you're gonna see on Amino, breaking news: Panda makes friends with annoying kid.
And Dave Langer has joined us. Just followed him on there. Panda, if you're wondering where I'm getting my base building complexity numbers, it's from this sheet, and it's a link to Zane's World, because Zane's World is fucking legit. He really is legit. Where's Dave? Here we go. But everything else while on foot, Exocraft, I love the third person, I love the dashboard data on the ship, I love to see the system, hex coordinates displayed when in space. We have the lat longitude now when flying over planets, that's fucking awesome. I did not know that, I need to see that now. John, I love the little things that you added to your base, by the way, and I'm actually going to go there to kind of showcase it. Kendall Southwick in the chat. What's going on, Kendall Southwick? Thanks for coming back to Hidden Panda Show. Thank you for being in the chat. Long time no see. I've caught you on Twitch a couple times recently, though, so hopefully you're doing well. Marty Merrick's base out there on Nabes B2. I wonder if he's added anything new to his base. I'll have to go check that out. It only works from the planets in the planet's atmosphere, not in space, by the way. Ah, okay. How's the channel going, Kendall? We got some Cuz Walt and John Hall love going on in the chat. Anybody that's watching or ends up watching, by the way, that's new, make sure you like and subscribe to Hidden Panda Show if you want to see more streams. In the future, I'm going to have some other video content coming too. I just need to whenever I get a chance. But other than that, that's the only reason why I haven't dropped like edited videos. But yeah. If you're enjoying the streams, make sure you like. Hall says almost Friday. Hell yeah. Friday is not a weekend for me. Today is sort of my weekend. I'm off today and tomorrow. And then I'll work all weekend. Did the tablet die? Totally died. Wow. Rest in peace, tablet. Yeah, it was only at like 30% whenever I started the stream, so. Ah, I see it now. Yeah, underneath where it says Panda Poopy 1. That's sick. That's awesome. Oh, we got a comm ball and a terminus. Kendall Southwick says the channel is going. I have only been doing a little bit of streaming, I believe. We'll have a regular Tuesday night No Man's Sky stream with... Didn't catch the rest of that. Tablet's dead and PlayStation doesn't show all of it. So. But good luck with your stream and everything. I've scuttled my ship. Arr. Really cool. Ah, spot trick. Okay. I only missed one letter. Are you streaming mostly on Twitch now, Kendall, or are you still doing YouTube?
There seem to be a lot of people moving over to Twitch from YouTube.
It's better for gaming. It's also if you're trying to stream for financial reasons. If you want to be a professional streamer, you can start making money almost immediately on Twitch. You only need 50 followers to become an affiliate, and then people can start subscribing to your channel and donating. So it's easier in that sense, but it's not as good a platform in general for content creation. It doesn't have a lot of the tools and stuff that YouTube has, but you can earn much more quickly with Twitch, and it's more centered around gaming. Yeah, since they added that along that lat longitude on planets thing, Hello Games could add the system's coordinates. That'll save you the trip down to the planet. Yeah, I can't see the rest of that, unfortunately, John Hall, but I kind of get where you're going with that. Yeah, I am on YouTube. Okay, awesome. I still remember that day where you broke 100 subs right here on this channel. So congratulations, man. I'm glad that you're still doing your thing. God, I love this view from Marty's base. Wonder if I have permissions to build anything. Nope. I can't wait to see what this looks like with stuff in it. Man, such a cool base. Huh? Alright, where's Anya? Anya has a moon. Is it Anya or is it the main planet? That's Anya. Anya has a moon. This. There's a moon somewhere that has these really cool, it's like a Solanium type planet, but it has these really cool forests on it, and like these lakes. So that's a planet. So where the hell is that moon? I love how in this system, from the capital planet, whenever you go to the space station, you have to fly through pulse drive through this planet's moon, or through this planet's rings every time. It's pretty tight. Hey, have a good time at yoga. For what?
You said you would.
For what? What was I supposed to come down for? I mean, I will. But what for? A few hours ago? No. Yeah, I mean, we're talking hours ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not this planet. I know it's in this system. Where the hell could it be? It's hanging on my key. That's hanging on the door there. I wasn't. Nope. No, it's this one. Alright, Iglia Omega. I checked out Sword's base the other day, so huge. What's great is he's made exocraft pads so you can call them in and stock them up. There you go. Yeah, Sword's base is pretty crazy. I'll probably copy him and make some at mine too. Hell yeah. Sword, I don't know if he's still watching or not, but I wonder if he started planting anything inside of his base. The last time I looked at it, he hadn't had anything planted there yet. So, what's up, Mocktone?
What's up?
How you doing,
hear
man?
me all right?
Yeah.
Ow.
What's up? Are you streaming right now?
Yeah, you're actually coming in a bit loud.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better?
A little bit more.
Is that better?
Yeah, way better.
Okay, cool.
How have you been enjoying the Abyss update?
The Abyss?
Yeah.
Well, like, I've played a lot of it, but the story I'm not finding an interest in. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool, logs and stuff, but like, with the general update, I really think it's good. Obviously, next, like, the next update will be about how different they are. Like, first it's water, now they gotta do land, you know?
Right.
What do you think about it? You know, have you seen the things, like,
Whoa.
where people are going back to the first, second, or third update and, like, showing all the colors off and stuff? What do you think about that?
I mean, it's a valid argument. A lot of the colors have changed. There's not as many colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I think, like, yeah, I agree. But, like, I've been enjoying this game. I mean, I don't really have that many complaints.
Yeah, I think a large part of it has to do with the fact that, like, if you think about how different the game is, mechanically, visually, everything, I think that they had to tone a lot of things down for optimization and stability. And then I think that over time we're going to get a lot of that stuff back. But that's just me,
They
you
just
know.
gotta find a way to do it.
Yeah, that's just me giving them a lot of credit and like trusting that they're gonna do it, But
Yeah, you just gotta trust them. They're a good company,
yeah,
developers. Yeah. What do you think of the Abyss update?
it's my favorite update since Pathfinder. I like it more than the actual next update. Yeah,
How so?
I think Pathfinder like gave us a lot of really interesting things. It was one of my favorite updates. Like because Pathfinder didn't necessarily introduce anything new. It just added a lot to what we already had. Um,
Yeah.
so it's more similar to that update for me. Like for example, you could have freighters and build bases in freighters on Pathfinder.
Yeah,
There's
Pathfinder.
there's there's mock. There's a lot of noise. I don't know what it's coming from, but it's like scratchy.
Really?
Yeah.
Scratching. Okay.
Mhm.
That I just cracked my knuckles. Maybe that was it. Or
No, it's like
is it
it's like
still happening?
it's like static. It's like your mic or something.
Static.
Hmm.
Getting better? Is it
It's not doing it now.
not? Okay, I just twisted it around a little bit. Sorry
But like
about that.
no,
I do
you're
not have the
you're fine.
greatest mic. Okay.
But like what I was saying was like in Pathfinder, like so in Foundations, you got the ability to own a freighter, build a base in your freighter, right?
Yeah.
And but that was it. And then they changed the terrain and stuff like that. But in Pathfinder, you got the ability to own 6 ships. You got the exocraft. You got 3 of them. The terrain and the graphics were enhanced. The universe was reset. All the textures got better. Stuff like that. So they added classes, ship classes in Pathfinder and all these different things. So to me, the Abyss update is like Pathfinder in that we sort of have the foundation of the game currently, and then Abyss adds a
Hmm.
lot to that. So they did terrain generation update, except it's underwater. They added new exocraft, and they completely changed the exocraft. They added more inventory slots to the existing exocraft. They added the ability to add technology modules to the exocraft. They made the Colossus faster. They added the submarine. They added new base building parts that were specifically designed for underwater and all that kind of stuff. So in that way, I this update to me feels a lot like Pathfinder did after Foundations. So you have that first real major update next, which was like the first real major update Foundations, followed by Abyss, which is sort of the Pathfinder update to Foundations, but for next.
Yeah.
So so it just
Yeah,
it
I agree.
and I like things in the game that feel different and feel alien. And for me, this update did that with the underwater. So I can be on a lush planet, but I find the underwater portions of it so interesting that it's like I'm exploring an alien planet for the first time. You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, what do you want still? Like, is there anything that next or the Abyss hasn't fulfilled for you?
uh I can always say that about games, you know.
Yeah, so let's hear
Um
it.
I
I've
wish
got to go. See you guys later.
see you later, Remus.
There's another person here.
Yeah, there was Remus.
That's
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
What's going on, A Generic? We got Slade Braddock in the chat. Welcome back, Slade Braddock. Thanks for stopping by. Um, so things that I wish that they would change. Um,
Yes.
I want to see more variety of biomes on one planet. I don't want one planet to be just one biome that extends the entire planet. I want to see an area of the planet that might have ice and an area of the planet that may have desert and tropical
Like
oasis.
pools, maybe.
Right,
Like,
like, when you come across like Earth-like planets, I would like them to sort of have multiple biomes per planet. Um,
yeah, yeah.
I
I
would
was
also like
like,
to see, for example, um, what was I going to say? Better weather. So like, rather than just have like storms like we have, what about just like random sort of weather events like lightning. So you'd be walking around a planet, and all of a sudden, lightning just strike out of nowhere, and just
Yeah.
hit with followed by thunder. Just on a desert planet, lightning of different colors, or little tornadoes that spool up off in the distance, and things like that. Slade Braddock says volcanoes, right? That possibly ooze out lava, or just other dangers. Things like that. Slade says
Have more
waterfalls.
risks other than sentinels, you know.
Yeah, maybe other species in the game. You know how like when you're in space, you get attacked by pirates, or you can go hunt bounties. Well, what if you get attacked by pirates on land, or you can go hunt bounties on land? I think that would add a lot of depth, more depth to the game. So I mean, there's a lot of things that they can
There's
add.
like a Western feel that they have to the game, you know, like a spaghetti Western in a way, like the bounties and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
hunting down someone on a planet like this one we're on, like Red Dead or something. That'd just be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the game. I like where it's going. I like where everything is heading. To me, this is the true foundation. Next was the true foundations update. That to me was the foundation of things to come for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of set the ground. They really added a lot, and now they just gotta
I love your Explorer.
expand on it. You do?
Yeah, I love that.
Where are you? Oh, thank you. I found it in a subreddit, and I was like, I gotta have that one. That's pretty fair. That's a good ship. Only problem I have with it is the cockpit. If you go into it and go out, it like caves inwards, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all. It's a pretty cool ship. How many slots does your ship have? Your
20.
20.
But
Is
the
that
stat
like the max?
for exotic ships, yeah. But the stats more than make up for it. Like for example, my hyperdrive has a 64% increase.
Yeah.
And I can jump 1,252.3 light years in this ship, which obviously it's a lot different in this update than in previous updates. This ship in Atlas Rises might be able to jump quite a bit further. I know that they changed how far that you can warp in the game. So
Yeah.
let's see what the chat says.
Okay.
So let's see here. Alright, so the sword says, yeah, FDI is completed. John Hall says, I love Next, but I would also like to see some color palette from Atlas Rises mixed in, so have some planets that are like we have now, and have some colors from 1.3 added in too. Yeah, like something like Rainbow Sherbet, right, John? Like just like super colorful grasses and trees and just things that don't really make sense, that are just crazy. Like that was sort of the art direction of No Man's Sky that made it feel really unique and different.
Right.
That's fine. Slade says, aloha. What's going on, Slade? Imagine a slightly toned down rainbow shirt. Yeah, exactly. Was just saying that. So we're on the same page. Go vote and smash that like button. Thank you, Slade. Appreciate it. Yes, and go vote for No Man's Sky for best ongoing game. There's a lot of great titles in there, but those titles are written with microtransactions and pay-to-win systems. Whereas No Man's Sky, you bought it one time, you got 4 major patches and 4 major updates and like several patches in there, as well as tons of new content and everything for free. No loot boxes, no microtransactions. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Are we talking about the voting stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just vote. For everyone in the stream, vote for No Man's Sky, because you know they deserve it way more than Fortnite.
They definitely do. They should win an award for the biggest comeback story in the history of gaming, in my opinion. I wonder if they're going to make other galaxies with a different color palette. J-Spot, that'd be really cool. Or maybe the different color palettes that everyone's talking about you can find in the different dimensions. We got A Generic in the chat, says, what's up, y'all? What's going on, A Generic? Everyone is saying a good goodbye to Remus. So
One thing I don't like,
go ahead.
like, already, like, it's already been the game portals, but like, I don't like that if you go to another galaxy, like you're at the end of the story or something, and you go somewhere else, then you can't, even if you use a portal, you can't get back to Euclid. All you can do is hang out with your friends on Euclid because they're on it as well, you know? And I just kind of dislike that. I think there should be some sort of way to like choose the galaxy you're going to, just to allow you to get that ship you want, even though you're in another galaxy.
No, I agree.
That's, you know,
I would
or
like
a
to
way
see
to
that.
move back, you know, something like that.
J-Spot says more player customization, a visor that you can upgrade, a pistol. So J-Spot wants to be able to carry multiple weapon types, which I've always said and always thought would be a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, there's
Kendall
still a
Southwick
lot
says
they could add,
they'd
but
like to be able to sell a ship off, or
Sell it.
use more than one ship for swapping ships. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that when you go to buy a new ship, if you have to swap it, you have to swap it with the one that you're currently in. Like when you're on a planet, you can call any ship you want to that planet, but then when you go to buy a ship, you can only trade for the ship that you have. You can't pick a different ship out of your inventory to replace it with, and I think that needs to be fixed. And John Hall says, my squid can only jump about 2,650 light year. The max any ship can theoretically go is 2,800 something light year. Okay. And then Kendall says, I'd love the ability to straight up get rid of a ship. Once you have 6, you'll always have 6.
Which is what you were saying. Like,
Yep.
I don't like there should be a way on like is there pirate? Well, but yeah, a way to like just sell your ship instead of having to buy a new one as well.
That would be nice.
That'd definitely be nice. Yeah. Are you fighting pirates?
Yep.
Some help. I remember in the 1.3 update, which you can't do now, is calling your freighter or like leave the system once you go through a portal. You know?
Right.
Like, that's one thing I kind of miss.
But I like that when you go through a portal, your ship comes with you, so it makes getting places a lot easier. You don't have to build so close to the portal anymore.
Yeah. What do you think about, like, base building? Have you done a lot of base building?
Oh, bro. Since you're in the system, you got to see the base I've been working on.
Okay. Wow, this is so cool looking at. I'm just watching you.
It's my first base I built since the update.
Yeah.
Since Next, the last time that I built a base was in Atlas Rises, so this is my first one since Atlas Rises.
Wow, nice.
Yep.
I might have to show you one of my bases in creative. It was definitely a good one. I want to do something. Do you want to try something with warp drive?
What do you mean?
Here, I'm in photo mode right now, and I'm trying to. Should I film you flying off in warp drive?
Or pulse drive?
Yeah, pulse drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in a good position, I guess, right now. Like, point out that big blue and red planet. I want to see that. Okay, I'm filming.
I can't because there's fucking sentinels. 1 second.
Oh, pirates. Okay. This looks really cool from photo mode. You destroying a sentinel.
Alright, I'm about to go.
Okay, so
You ready?
3, 2, yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, here we go.
Peace. That is weird looking.
But yeah, follow me.
I'll send
Follow
you-
me down to this. Follow me down to this planet.
Okay.
I'll show you the. I'll show you my base. I'll show you all the different bases that we've been working on here. This is the capital system for the hub, for the FDI hub. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why are you coming after me? Come on. Okay. I'm coming.
Dude, these sentinels are not fucking around.
Yeah. There should be a way to like pod race, but like when you get away from sentinels, like I don't know, when you're getting away from sentinels, you're just driving in a straight line, you know. There should be like a challenge too. Okay, this is annoying. You have sentinels on you and I don't, but I can't pull strike because you have sentinels. Oh, never mind, I got it. Okay. Are you at the house?
No.
Oh, I see you. You're fighting sentinels. What do you think about customizing ships?
It needs to happen, and it needs to happen like soon.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely, because everything else you can customize, you know? And just, what would you do if you had ship custom? Like, what do you think they should add with ship customization, and what do you think they shouldn't add?
I want the ability to change the look and of your ship, to change the color, to add certain physical features of it and weapons and things that you can see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you like could you change your cockpit?
I want to be able to change the cockpit. I want more cockpits. The cockpits that we have now are kind of lame. We've had the same cockpits for 2 years. So.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the new like S-class ships, I feel like they should get their own specialized cockpits, because right now it's the same as the Explorers, and I thought they would at least make something different, just a little bit,
Right.
you know?
Come
It's not
check
gonna be
out.
special.
I'm flying over to Swords Base. You got to see this thing.
Okay. What game mode, I mean, not game mode, but like, what person, like, what camera do you use mostly?
Third
When you
person.
play, third or first?
Third.
Why is that?
I just think it's different. I had first person for 2 years. It's just different. It makes
Yeah.
it feel like a different game for me.
It does, yeah. Kind of nice to see your player model, I guess. Oh, there's the base. It finally loaded in.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. We need some sort of overhaul with the clouds. Cause you know how like if you're in a freighter and it's close to the planet?
It clips
Like-
through.
Yeah, and I don't like how have they not fixed that yet? It's one of the weird things.
But I
that
won't
it
trade. I won't
sucks.
trade it for the way that clouds used to look. So I like what we have. They
Oh,
just need
yeah.
to be improved. But yeah, this
Yeah,
is Swords
definitely.
Base, dude. This go into photo mode. This thing is sick. Just look at
Okay.
the view from this base.
Oh wow. Yeah, my frame rate is like extremely low, but that's freaking pretty. All the lakes and stuff. I really like exploring oceans now after the Abyss. Definitely.
Same. This is one of my favorite planets, though, because that I've seen. Because as I've said before, a few times now in this stream, you're standing upon a continent. This planet has a few continents, but it's
Yeah.
mostly ocean. So we're about to go to an ocean because that's where my base is.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get my ship, I guess, because I just jumped off the platform. What's he got growing in here? That's a lot of flora. Yeah, flora. Right?
It's a
Yeah.
farm. It's a farm. It's a circuit board farm.
What do you have to like? How hard have you grinded before? Like to get money, to get units?
Oh, I did it the old school way. I grinded hard. Me and Hidden, we each built a base in the same in the Legacy Galactic Hub, just like like a couple hundred light years apart from each other. And we would just go back and forward raiding each other's bases, making circuit boards. And then he got the recipe to make fusion igniters, and he started making fusion igniters and putting gas harvesters down. We did it the old-fashioned way. Like, I bought my first freighter in the vanilla version of No Man's Sky after Foundations. Or no, not vanilla version, but after Foundations. And I made my first million of units by scanning discoveries on planets and uploading them. So that's how I made my first million. And then when I first bought a freighter, my first freighter was only 7 million units. But I made my money in the game and acquired all my things the old-fashioned way in this game, which I'm really, really proud of. But yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. Isn't there just like a bunch of like... You can do a bunch of like stuff now. There's like stuff that's 50 million units right now. Where
There's all kinds of ways to make money in this game right now.
Yeah. Is it just me, or am I kind of missing older versions of No Man's Sky, kinda? Like, I love what they've added, but I also kind of miss the stuff they had. There's like...
I get like a little nostalgia thing, you know, like I get a little nostalgic from time to time. But as I've said, I would never trade this version for any other version. So I missed the experience of playing No Man's Sky for the first time, of fixing my ship and leaving the planet for the first time, the different colors and the different things, and all the updates and the ARG. And there's things about that experiences throughout all of the time of playing since launch that I miss or would like to relive. But I love this version of the game. It feels the most complete. It feels the most AAA to me. It feels you know, I don't know.
Well, you said it feels the most AAA.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of. They're trying to make this a AAA game, and they're an indie studio. They're like, I kind of miss. They're making everything so detailed and stuff, but I kind of miss the. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like.
No, well,
they have this kind of look to the game that
what you're saying. What you're saying, I've been hearing a lot lately, and I understand it, but I just disagree with it. But like, but no, come back here for a second. I want to walk down with you for the first time. But I understand why people are saying it and why they feel that way, and it's a completely valid and acceptable way to feel. We got Funny Imps in the chat, so thank you for stopping by, Funny Imps. Really appreciate it. I just want to get caught up on the chat real quick because we kind of went off for a little while there. Let's see. I would like to be able to sell a ship or use more than one. Yep. Where does it say here? Where did I leave off at? Ship trading from player to player would be nice. That would be nice, Slade. You're right. That would be fantastic. There are some travelers that threaten you with a multi-sword, so that will be nice in the actual game. A multi-sword would actually be cool. The lore talks about a multi-sword, but we've never actually seen that. And that would be really neat to have that as like a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Just another. I want to give another big shout out to Funny Imps. I love whenever he stops by. Sword says, stand on your on ship you're buying, and call the. Oh, I see what he's saying. Call in the trade ship that makes it your primary. Okay. So that's a one cheat way around it, I guess.
Yeah.
Funny Imps and John Hall are asking who's in the chat. This is Mock Tone, guys. So if you haven't seen his YouTube channel or whatever, this is Mock Tone. He makes his own content and does some content for the Galactic Hub. Is a longtime No Man's Sky fan. Actually, on Halloween, he made his very own Traveler exosuit. 100% true. Backpack, helmet, and all, and it was awesome.
It was definitely. I added on, actually. I made one before on the tiniest of things that I could find, and I just basically added on because we have we know what we look like now. We're not basing it off of news articles or something.
Yep. John Hall says, I want to be able to change colors but not bonuses with ships. Maybe add more slots but make it a hell of a lot more expensive. We need something that challenges our purchasability. People like me and John Hall and Slade and Sword and, you know, possibly Funny Imps and all these people, we're multi-billionaires in this game and have unlimited resources. I need something that challenges my buying power. Like if
Well, don't you like?
I want to be able to buy
like,
a 48 slot freighter. I want to buy a 48 slot fighter, and I don't care if it costs 900 million units. I've got 2.1 billion units that I've not. It's just I need. Let's see here.
Even if I don't need that you have, and I didn't really work as hard for it, like I kind of want to grind just to get the money that I need. Like that was kind of the fun things that I enjoyed.
Well,
just
check
finding
this out.
material, you know.
This is a good idea. Funny Imp says, like I've seen those haulers with skinny bodies. You know, the ones that like don't have any wings or anything on them. And I would love to put wings on them or change the tail. So, like just like I was saying, Funny Imps is saying I want to be able to add physical components. So maybe you buy one of those ships on the cheap, and then as you earn money over time, instead of having to buy a whole new ship, you can just significantly upgrade the one that you have.
I would love that.
That'd be awesome. John Hall says, I grinded out fusion igniters back and became a billionaire on New Year's Day. There you go. And TSS says, I remember that base, LOL. TSS, check out the base now, dude. I've added a lot to my base. Funny Imp says, I love when you stream, bruh. So, looks like Funny Imps is a fan of Mock Tone. So that's what's up. And Funny Imp says, nice cost. It was a nice costume indeed. See, there we go. Or
Nice.
buy space stations. J-Spot says, buy space stations. Great idea. And Kendall Southwick says, yes, there is a need for something useful that costs big units. Now that I've caught up on the chat, Mock Tone, go.
Let's go in. Let's take
Okay.
a house hunter's tour. So, what is your profession? How did you afford such a magnificent buy? Oh my God, this is like a.
So
I
this,
don't even know how to explain it. This is awesome. How did,
it's not done yet, but this base is called Fiji. And
I can see why you called it that.
it's built off a little island that's in the middle of nowhere. We're completely surrounded by ocean. My inspiration was a resort, so this is a tropical paradise resort with a little forest here in the middle and got an
I
aquarium.
love how you put the freaking grass. This is. I have no idea. This is awesome. This is perfect. Like how you implemented the ground into the.
Yep, it's sort of like a little Central Park kind of thing.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So then over
That's
here,
really-
if you follow me, I haven't furnished these yet, but these are my cabanas. So these are like the little huts, private huts. And when you go inside, there's going to be some furniture and some lighting and stuff like that, but the floor is completely see-through, so that you can see
I
down
like
into
that.
the ocean.
I thought I was about to drop.
And then we've got a little bit of a skylight there in the middle. Same thing on the other side. And if we go over here,
Oh God. Oh.
these are the private villas. And actually, let's go to the other side because I've got the other side furnished.
Okay. Is this a work in progress house?
It's a work in
Or is
progress, so this isn't anywhere near being done yet. My original concept is we're quite a ways away. There's still more to add.
Yeah, I can tell, but it's still awesome.
So got trees surrounding the base here. When you go inside, down there you've got your boat launch. So as you can see, I've got my exocraft there, my submarine. So this
Oh God, I fell.
This villa has a boat launch. Directly below it is my exocraft geobay. I will have an underwater restaurant / observatory there. that I have not built yet, but I will be building. And then this is sort of like a lounge, like bedroom type area. So I've got the aquarium, little TV up here on the top ridge. Got a computer console, king size bed, and sofas and table. With a nice view of not only the rest of the resort but the ocean as well. So you got an oceanfront view.
Ocean man. So you want to work on the house, the main meat, or do you want to save it for later?
I'm gonna save it for later. Now, all of this stuff here, I pretty much built. Okay. With the exception of this gray tile going up, this is hidden. Hidden is working on this part, and this is going to be several stories high, and this is going to be like the main hotel part of the resort. So, like with rooms and a lobby and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to try to make it work within the complexity limit, so that when a player comes to visit this base, they'll see everything.
Yeah, because this is not going to render very well when someone flies in it when you finish that house. But
John Hall was telling me that wood pieces use the most complexity, so I'm going to have Hidden actually break all of that down and use concrete pieces instead, which I believe use the least amount of complexity. So the main hotel part is going to use concrete, which is why I made almost everything out of concrete except these wooden walkways and the villas. Everything else is concrete. Dude, I can't get over J-Spot's comment. I would love to buy space stations. That would be so sick. Kendall Southwick says, yes, there is a need for something useful to cost big units. And Funny Imp says, yeah, and like John Hall said, make it hella expensive to do so, and that would add the challenge that you mentioned, Panda. Exactly.
Well, there's space stations for freaking sale, like, next update. Like, I'm assuming, like, that they would make that extremely expensive. Because those things are huge, and, like, if you could customize it, maybe, and whoever comes in kinda... I don't even know how that would work. How could you expand on that or something? Like, other than buying it, like... Well, what could you do with a space station?
So kind of like a civilization builder type game. One of the benefits that I think would be really cool that you could have by buying a space station would be that you get the financial economic benefit of the space station. So travelers that visit that system and do trade at that space station, you will earn a net income from the station. I think that's an interesting component. And it would give you a reason to buy one. So, also, this is something that I talked about before this update came out. Not that I'm giving myself credit for it or anything, but it's just interesting to think about. But I don't know if you guys remember when I said I really want to feel like I discovered something for the first time, and that when I get there, that there's not something there already, that there's no space station, that there's no buildings and all that kind of stuff. Well, now we have uncharted systems. If you remember correctly, I don't know if you've seen those yet, Mocktown.
What? Uncharted systems?
So we have uncharted systems in the game now. Your microphone's doing that thing again, by the way.
Oh, it is? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Is it better?
Yes. We have uncharted systems in the game now that when you get there, there's no space station, there's no buildings, there's no other species. It's just you and whatever planets are in that system. There's no space station at all. There's no terminus. You have to build a terminus if you want to be able to like get back to that planet without warping there, the old-fashioned way. So, there's that, which is really cool. And Kendall Southwick says, and also some tech that costs big nanites. Yeah, absolutely. But see, imagine when you get to an uncharted system now. Now my imagination's going. Imagine when you get to an uncharted system now, okay? And there's no space station, there's no buildings, there's no nothing there. And let's say that you can own a space station and place it in that system. Now the space station's in that uncharted system, and that's going to attract traders. Now NPCs are going to be flying around. All of a sudden, buildings and trade outposts start appearing, and then you get the financial benefit of having discovered that uncharted system and placing the space station there, which then creates the economy in that system. I don't think that would be something that would be terribly difficult to implement in the game, and I think it would add, it would be really cool to do. So. J says residual income, exactly. I mean, for players that have been playing for a long time, that's the only thing that we're missing, really, if you think about it. Because we've already done the survival bit, we've had to repair our ships, we've had to start from nothing and get something. Now we have billions of units. Now our exosuits and our ships all have max slots. Like, everything I have is S-class. I have nothing left. So there needs to be something else for me to do. So, and I don't know if I can't remember if you're part of the Free Delta Initiative already, Mocktown, but feel free to slap a Barrett here in the Euclid and do your thing. So. Kennel Southwick says, like with baseball, that would be sick. That would be sick. Imagine owning your own space station. And anything that anybody, let's say that you're the Galactic Hub and you own a lot of the space stations in the area, and anything that people do through those space stations, people buy from the trade terminal or other NPCs, you charge a tax, and that affects the economy, and everything that is done in that space station, you reap the rewards. It'd be a really cool dynamic. And you can also patrol for pirates to make it more attractive for traders. Exactly. You can pay people you can set bounties and pay people to go after pirates to keep it safe, like you said, for traders that come in and make it more active and more profitable. That's a terrific idea. So. But I hate to do this to you guys, but I've already been streaming for a long time. The wife's got me, I got to do some errands. I got to go pick up a Christmas tree. I got to stop by the liquor store and grab some wine and some cheese and stuff like that. And I got to take some sort of end table or nightstand or something out of the car and bring it upstairs. And our dining room table that we just purchased is supposed to be delivered before 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to have to put that together. So I'm going to have to bounce. But J-Spot says, I love speculating. Obviously, me too. That's sort of how this channel began, which is really, really cool. So, getting you cheeses. Yep. Mocktone, I wish you would have came on earlier. That would have been so fucking awesome. Are you still there? I see him, but maybe he can't hear me anymore.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I've been like talking for a while. I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, no one can hear you. I was just talking and no one can hear you, so.
Really? Oh jeez. I was like, he was not cutting me off. I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, good streaming with you.
We should like set it up to actually do a whole stream one time like this. Oh, that was cool how you parked your ship there. Make sure you take screenshots. That's badass.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, see you around, Panda. And take a screenshot of this, and we'll do a real stream next time.
For sure.
Let's do one tomorrow. Yeah. Funny
Imp says we lost him a minute ago. Yeah, tomorrow it's gonna have to be early though, because tomorrow evening I got to go to a wedding. So yeah. I know you're like 3 hours behind my time zone, but if we can make it in the morning, a lot of the subscribers to my channel are from the UK, and they're 6 hours ahead. So the morning for me is generally the best time. Do you think you could do that?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
No, actually, no, I can't. Can you do Saturday then?
Saturday, early Saturday? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
We'll DM over Twitter.
All right.
Yeah, see you
Awesome.
around.
Hold on. There's a name in the chat I haven't seen before, or at least in a long time. We got Redman84. Says repair abandoned space stations to populate the system, again costing units, but earn more in the long run. I love that idea. So big shout out to Redman84. If you're not already subscribed to Hidden Panda Show, make sure you do. Anybody else that's watching that maybe I didn't notice in the chat that's not subscribed before, please subscribe. I stream fairly often, and would love to be able to talk with you guys in the chat. If you're just joining, sorry, I'm ending everything now, but make sure you guys catch it next time. You could always rewatch the stream. Anyway, guys, it's been real. Thank you for stopping by Hidden Panda Show and being in the chat with me. And you guys take it easy. Panda out.